that book right there. That. Find it on Amazon and or Audible. Today is Friday, December 11th, and we're going to start off on a little bit of a sour note. I have to get this off my chest. Hopefully, it is taken with the good intentions it is meant. And I think we have a marketing problem. We have a messaging problem. You see, back when I was in corporate America, one of my jobs was to figure out go-to-market strategy for brand new technology. And that job was challenging, very difficult. And when you got it right, it's like capturing lightning in a bottle. I believe we have a messaging problem about what we are calling stimulus. We had stimulus in March. We had other, issues going on. But now I think the media needs to stop calling it stimulus. We need to start calling it life support. We are starting to see very early signs that single moms, kids with or families with children are being forced to shoplift for basic baby food, diapers, things of that nature. We all know kids are expensive. Kids, they need what they need. And it's not usually one of those things, you give up, right? It's a need, not a want. You need baby food. You need diapers. You need medicine. You need these things. And I was starting to read reports this week about first-time offenders shoplifting baby food, diapers. That, at least for me, is heartbreaking. And again, I go back to the fact that we all need to demand that we stop calling it stimulus. We're not talking about stimulus anymore. We are legitimately talking about life support. We are talking about life support. We need to stop bickering. Congress needs to stop flexing to see who's got the bigger muscles. They need to realize that we have a bottom, that K-shaped recovery that we talk about. That bottom part of the K is struggling like never before, at least never in my lifetime. I wasn't around for the Great Depression. Perhaps the struggles were equal. I don't know. But we are so close to the other side of this. We've got 3, maybe 5 months to go before we start having a booming economy. But if we don't pass life support, we're going to have some pretty tragic outcomes that just didn't, and I will say shouldn't happen. We are the greatest country in the world. I still believe that. We are great because rules of law and because of compassion. It's kind of that duopoly that makes us great. But I'm not seeing a lot of that today. This doesn't feel good. I hope Congress doesn't pass this 1 week delay. They should feel some pain. They frankly should give up their salaries until they help the American people. This is not okay what's going on. This political gridlock, the left, the right, the liberal, the conservative, I don't care. Last time I checked, your passports all say American. And right now, you're telling us you don't care. You care about, your party. You don't care about Americans. You care about your party. And it's all of them. I'm singling out left, right, conservatives, liberals. You all suck. All of you. Everyone. Just do your job. And I don't know what the sticker amount is. It's not my job to say. But you could help the bottom part of the K for 3 to 500 billion, I am sure. Pass that now. The sad fact is, even if you passed it today, these people will be suffering through Christmas and New Year's. It's not a good feeling. So I just had to get that off my chest. We all need to stop calling it stimulus. We're not talking about stimulus. We're talking about life support. So with that, I want to move on, try to flip gears, put that aside, over there, stop thinking. I read back-to-back articles that essentially looked at the same data but came to different outcomes. That's the beauty of statistics. The first article said 40% of Americans plan to spend less this year. Welcome to the K-shaped economy. If you are on the bottom leg of the K, you're going to spend less. I don't know why these silly analysts think this is interesting. They should have been watching this channel for the last year. Next article, 60% of Americans are going to spend more because they are tired of being cooped up and they want to have some fun. Well, hello, welcome to the K-shaped recovery. You are in the top part of the K. Folks, the K-shaped recovery is real. It is not fair. Life's not fair. One of the things that you should hopefully take coming out of this environment is an emergency fund is required, maybe a little bigger than we initially planned. But second, it is very clear that if you're on the top part of the K, you probably own assets. And you probably own assets that produce cash flow. And that's the one, baby. One rental at a time is the way to go. Then if you tie that into a video we posted yesterday from John Burns Real Estate Investing, that interview was awesome because they've been looking at the real estate market for 20 years. They clearly dispelled this whole notion of a stupid collapse next year. That was, I don't know if you could tell, but that was a really fun interview for me to go through. It's about 30 minutes or so. But in short, they're expecting 8% appreciation next year. I told them in the video I expect 10, and he's like, yeah, that could be. So anyways, that was very, very interesting. Next up, government shutdown. Supposedly they're going to pass a bill today to buy another week. I hope they don't. They're not doing us any favors. Shut them down. Plus, didn't Mitch release the Senate to go home Thursday evening? They're not even around anymore. I don't know. Something that is coming more and more is people are starting to realize, again, what we have been talking on this channel for at least 4 months now, probably, maybe 3. The Fed is going to be caught short. The economy is going to start booming in Q2. We are going to have demand far exceed supply, which will lead to price increases. And inflation is expected to tick over 2% next year. And they could be caught on the wrong side, especially with all the debt. So what do? Do they keep interest rates low when we go Japan route, 30 years low interest rates? Or do they raise rates and we suffer the consequences? I don't know. Don't know if you've seen this, but the IPO market's been kind of wonky this year. DoorDash 2 days ago, Airbnb yesterday. Airbnb popped 118% or something. Very 1999 like. We've actually had 19 companies double first day offering this year. That's its highest since 1999. I bring that up because that's the year I was making a lot of money. That's the year I turned $7,000 into 180. But if you followed this channel, you know, as the time went by, I successfully turned that 180 into 40. It's pretty easy to make money when everything goes up. It will change. Palantir, Snowflake, DoorDash, Airbnb of all up almost 200%. It's pretty crazy. Retail buyers, day traders from 2000, man, it's the same environment. It looks like the interest in DoorDash was 41% from millennials. Makes sense. They're users, I would guess. And then Airbnb was 45%. Folks, we've talked about the millennials several times on this channel. They are going to be, I don't know what else to say, the baby boomers going forward, right? There were times that the baby boomers sneezed and we all caught a cold. The millennials are the biggest. They're going to be the most important generation for the next several decades. And right now, millennials are saying, I want stocks, I want the high flyers. I will do a market order instead of limit. Hence, they get run up, just like 99. It's crazy how this is all repeating itself. AMC Theaters. I can't believe this one. They secured a $100 million loan. But they need $750 million more. Pull the plug already. Go bankrupt, redo your debt, come out. You don't have to liquidate. Just redo your debt. Enough already. And then I don't know if you saw this, but there's a very hot stock called NIO, N-I-O. It's a Chinese electric company, or maybe it's hydrogen, I don't know. But they're selling another 69 million common shares. They're raising capital. They're basically doing what Tesla did, right? Tesla raised another 5 billion. I don't know. When I hear a Chinese company, all I think is Luckin Coffee. I don't know why anybody believes numbers that come out of China. I mean, really? Have we not seen enough? And realize I was burned by 2 frauds, WorldCom and Enron, so I am hypersensitive to fraud. I see fraud where there isn't fraud, so granted. But really? We're going to trust China's accounting practices after Luckin Coffee and others this year? Seems pretty silly. So that's what I got for you today. It's kind of a down day. I was very depressed when I was starting to see early reports of families, single mothers making that tough choice to have to shoplift to feed their kids. It's not stimulus, folks. We need to stop partisan bickering. We need to either care about Americans or not. That's what it's coming down to. It's really that simple. And I care. Congress, thus far, doesn't care. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Have fun. Have a better day than I've had this morning. I'm going to do something. I'll probably have to go work out to get these endorphins going. But yeah, we are talking about life support, not stimulus. Take care.